One of the systems of units you will likely encounter is the American Engineering System, or the AES. The units in the AES provide numerical meaning to the fundamental dimensions of time, length, mass, absolute temperature, electric charge, luminous intensity, and amount of substance. Pay attention to how I use the words dimension and units as I walk you through. The dimension of time is in units of the second. The dimension of length is in units of the foot. The United States is the only industrialized nation that uses the foot. The dimension of mass is in units of the pound mass. And now for a sidebar. The pound mass is different than weight. Weight is the pound mass accelerated by gravity and is actually a force. A person will have the same mass on the Earth as on the Moon, but because each has a different acceleration of gravity, the weight, or pound force, on the Moon would be about 1/6 the value as on the Earth. A 180-pound person on the Earth would weigh 30 pounds on the Moon, but would have the same mass. The dimension of absolute temperature is in units of degrees Rankine, named after the Scottish engineer William Rankine, and it's based on the Fahrenheit scale. In fact, to convert from Fahrenheit to Rankine, simply add 459.67 to the Fahrenheit value. The dimension of electric charge is in units of the Coulomb, named after the French engineer Charles Coulomb. 1 Coulomb is the electric charge associated with approximately 6.24 times 10 to the 18th elementary charges, such as electrons or protons. The dimension of luminous intensity is in units of the candela, and yes, it is approximately the same amount of light emitted by a standard wax candle. The dimension of amount of substance is in units of the mole. Think of the mole simply as a number. A dozen, for example, represents 12 of something. A mole represents 6.022 times 10 to the 23rd of something. This picture shows 12.0 grams of carbon, which is 1 mole of carbon, or 6.022 times 10 to the 23rd carbon atoms. These are the fundamental units you will use when working problems in the AES. The more you work with these, the easier things get.